What's good, everybody? I got another story I want to do, but I've recently seen information dealing with Rain.Lvxy, and it's spelled Lvxy. Now, I did research, and allegedly, this person is Broly 500, one of the individuals we heard. I don't know if that's true, but what I have confirmed is that there is an alleged situation where he's taking Criatension's music, posting it on his page. Now, why is this important? Well, we both declared that they sounded like Tentacion. But here's what's crazy. One's denying they're doing it, the other assures them 100% their music is stolen. Now, I've also verified one of them is in the booth right now. So my question is, Broly, how much are you hitting the booth? This is a serious situation. Honestly, this is so serious. Was it taken? These are the type of conversations we gotta have, because ultimately, if it's taken, that's a problem. If you're still in music, you're not really making it. So here's the thing. I reached out to you. Somebody's trying to bump something. I reached out to you, and you can respond back to me. I've already spoken with Criatension. I've spoken with him. So hopefully you're going to see a live up next me being him. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. I'm going to speak with him live. Now, the Rain.Lvxy guy, I gave you your chance. I reached out to you. You respond or you don't. It's up to you. But you know this is CommenterNation. And you know if you are taking it, we're going to find out. That's just how it works. I got too many people on the job here. We're going to figure out if you took the music. Bottom line, there's no way around it. I'm going to know if you did it. That's what I'm trying to say. Are you taking music or are you making it? Because if you aren't taking it, it shouldn't be a problem for you to do a freestyle or show a debut of some music. And how much are you hitting the booth? Do you have the basic edits to show that they're your songs? These are the things we got to find out. Because honestly, dog, if you are taking it, you should be ashamed of yourself. You can't make the music yourself. Now, let me say this. I've heard Criatensions and I heard of Broly 500. I've also seen that Broly 500, you have changed your name. You have. I've seen it. They're saying you're Rain.Lvxy. If you're a third person, please speak up. Because I'm seeing that you have a link to Broly 500 underneath you. Now, when we first heard you, we were skeptical. Like, who's this guy now? But I've heard of Criatensions before. So it's hard for me to stand one way or the other. Objectively, we're looking at it. And dog, I want to know if you're really taking it or not. These are the type of conversations we got to have. These are people who we presume to sound like him, but ultimately we have no proof. Now, I know Kria's in the booth right now. I know that. But I gotta see if you're in the booth. I gotta see if you're in the booth. Are you in the booth, my dude, right now? Are you putting together hits right now? Are you handling business right now? Because you weren't reachable. I reached out. It took Criatensions in the booth. It took him maybe 10 minutes to get back. And he's in the booth. But I heard nothing from you. So if you want to play that game of silence, I have an issue. I'm going to have to believe who's speaking up, because you'd readily defend something that's yours, right? Now, I know this is a big dispute by social. I know you guys may not think it's huge. This is a huge thing going on right now. And these people are X sound-alikes. They sound like X. Not saying they rap just like him, but they sound like him. That's my thing. And I've seen a picture of you, alleged picture of you, and you don't look like X. I've seen Criatension. I don't know. I can't really tell. I haven't seen his picture per se, but I've seen pictures. But that's my thing. He's saying you stole his music. Are you stealing his music? Because that's a major problem in the industry. It's one thing to steal someone's sound. It's another thing if you're just blatantly stealing their music. That's kind of crazy. Because I've seen you both. And it's really disheartening that you can't make your own music. Why do you have to take someone's music? That doesn't make sense. He verified 100% you're doing this. He verified it. Why? I need something to show me otherwise. Because if you're not, again, it's going to come out. That's how we work here. Once I slide agents in on the job, we start figuring out what's going on. And if you're taking it, I will do a video that you're taking music. I won't withhold that. That's kind of crazy. What's crazy to me is that when I first heard your song, I'm like, this guy got talent. No matter how much you sounded like X. But if he's saying you're taking his music, like you're gonna make me look stupid. I was sitting here like, oh, this guy got talent. And it was someone else the whole time. What in the world? What in the world? Maybe you'll have a reasoning behind why this is being said. Maybe you'll understand it. Uh-oh, who got rocked? Those are the vibes right there. Bad vibes. In the best way. We own it. We got to figure out what's happening. I got to know what's happening here. So let me know. What's the deal? Like, here's the thing. You could go live with me if you want and show what's really happening. I'm not going to deny you that right, but I'm also not going to stand for the fact if you're taking stuff, I'm going to speak on it. I'm not going to avoid the subject. I'm not going to not address it because you're like, oh, whatever. And it's to be known if you are. If you are, you are. Why would you ever move a certain way? Why would you ever stand for something of that magnitude? Don't you have more respect about yourself? That's what I thought. My first thoughts. Here's my thing. He backed it 100% you are. Saying that he has proof you are. And if you are and portraying it, don't you know how big of a suit that can be if you are pushing his music? Okay. Expirable, I would agree with you. I would agree. You can't. It's hard to. You can only emulate so much about a person. But also, if they are emulating him, and let's say somebody's not making it genuine, sounding like him, I would think that's a problem before any, especially if someone's taking it and posting it and saying this is mine. That's an issue. The ability to take something and repost it as their own can go and do this. You see, and y'all can go ahead, repost it, share it. Because once I finish this is getting reposted on Instagram. I'm going to be going live with him. That's my thing. Once he drops his narrative and proves it and backs it, Broly, you'll lose instantly. You'll lose overnight. Especially if he has the proof to show his music was taken. That's going to be bad. That's why I reached out to you respectfully and was like, yo, is this happening? Are you taking the music? I seen what you built. I seen what you built. You're willing to let that go off a narrative if you've actually made the music you've made? Objectively, you're willing to take that risk? Especially if he says he has proof. Because here's the thing. I'm telling you right now that if there is some type of discrepancy, once he go live to my fans and stuff, I can guarantee to you, I can guarantee one thing, if not nothing else, that his leg's gonna be up. He's gonna get leg up. It's gonna happen because my fans watch these people. The people I rock with, they watch you too. So when they listen to your song in the future, they're gonna be like, well, this guy's fake. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. So I want you to think about this. I reached out, it was given some time, and I let y'all know where you can find it. I didn't withhold that. I told you where to come, where I was going to talk about it, how I was going to do it, where I was going to be pushing with the narrative. And we can assume they're minors, but here's the thing. Shout out to Criatensions. I know this is a Toronto-based artist, and I'm being told the other guy is New Orleans-based. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have a lot of respect for New Orleans artists, and I have a lot of respect for Toronto artists that are on the come up because they're artists nonetheless. If your craft sounds like it, that's fine. Because if you remember, when another Toronto-based artist came out, a lot of people came out rapping and sounding like him. I heard them everywhere. That's my thing. But it's not that their rap and their energy was the same, but they still had a feel and gained their own fan base. If someone took someone's music and gained the fan base off of taking direct music without them even rapping or sounding a lot, that's an issue. You could sound like who you want when you're rapping, but If you get what I'm thinking, that's part of what my issue is. We're going to get to the bottom of it on Instagram. If you go over to CZARR underscore all rights reserved, I'm planning to go live with him whenever he gets the chance. He said a little later, so we're waiting for later. So that's what we're going to do. I just want to let my fans know, go over, follow the page if you haven't. You're going to miss the discussion we have coming. Either he's going to come on or I'll go live with someone else. And, it may not be the same subject, but I'm going to wait till me and him can have that conversation. I'll give it a little time. I'll see if Broly responds. We'll see what Rain.Lvxy has to say, and we'll go from there. But you know how I rock. All rights reserved.